EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Kicker Brandon Aubrey is out to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better and has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now they want to win at playoff time.
This is Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 28-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Solomon Thomas busting through to get him for a loss of 6. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
13 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Here's Prescott. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 2.
24-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. It may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Solomon Thomas. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Odafe Owe there on the tackle. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now here come the Cowboys. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Looking to throw. Prescott. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
13 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Gain of 7 brings up second down at the Ravens' 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Prescott to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Henry, 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. A gain of 16 yards.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up forcing the incompletion.
Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Solomon Thomas able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
Throwing. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Yeah, here we go. I kept going. Here we go, 47. So we're going to 54. Why is? So we're going to 53.
They're going to look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll look to throw. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go. 20.
Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The hookup on the right side to Hopkins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now after coughing up the football, serious concerns on that sideline. Their defense surrenders the tying touchdown to start the 3rd quarter, and now the offense follows that up by committing the turnover.
And I think you're sensing the exact same thing that I'm sensing, that the energy, much different here in the second half. We talk about it a lot, but you can feel it kind of rippling through the stadium, and it's affecting the players.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold. And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Fighting through, and he's got make space. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jackson now off the bootleg. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Now it's Jackson. A check down here for Henry. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First down, Dallas.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there was no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Prescott now. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
They try to some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Rolling to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-21. A minute 17 remains. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Running right through it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Here comes 2nd down.
17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
For another Baltimore Raven. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people...
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Luke now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's first down.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One last shot now for Prescott. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it.